Hello, viewers. I'm SB, and welcome back to Griftlands for day 2 of Rook's run through Groutbog here. We are working for everybody, double-crossing everybody, triple-crossing some people. Maybe, if we're all very lucky, we will catch a glimpse of the elusive quadruple cross. Very difficult to pull off. You have to have very good core strength for it. But before we go doing anything, let's have a quick chat with our friend Pengamunt. Okay, the Psychic Coin. As far as I'm aware, the Psychic Coin is the only one that actually gets you damage in any way off of flipping heads, and so obviously I have some very strong feelings about that. That said, damage, I can't believe these words are about to come out of my mouth. Damage isn't everything, and maybe it's worth going for like 1 influence. Our deck wants influence, and we don't have a lot of ways of generating it right now. I mean, obviously, like any green deck is going to want influence. Yeah. Maybe we take the influence coin. The thing is, the other one does damage, is the thing about it. Okay. I always take the psychic coin, but I always take the psychic coin because it's the best coin. It's not rocket science, it's coin science. You know what? Today, let's go say howdy to Kalandra first. See if she has any sneaky stuff she needs doing. Oh no! We've been stinged. It has occurred. So, got ourselves some more hatching cards. There's gonna be a lot of hatching going on here. I actually really like the hatch mechanic. I like the things that Rook's cards hatch into, especially. So we will be endeavoring to get those all done as quickly as possible. Some of them are really powerful. Hi. I heard you had a rocket launcher for me. Careful, though. They're not always up to code. No, that's cool. I'll just carry that around. Also, jobs? Speak power to power. Goat has been mistreating his workers, and I need to scare a little empathy into him. That seems extremely doable. I assume she means with my shovel. Go find him, give him a good scare. Don't kill anyone. Got it. I am on top of this. I can do this with my eyes closed. I won't. Sounds dangerous. Definitely not OSHA approved. I'm just saying I could. So nobody here likes me, which is a shame. Like, what's going to happen if I just jump you? We don't get to know until after I've already committed to it. All right. Kalandra says you've been pushing your workers too hard. I'm here to ask you to consider maybe lightening your touch a bit. Is that what she says? You tell her that she's too soft. You can't let them walk all over you or you'll never make quota. Okay, so I do end up also having to fight Lily. I mean, Goad's going to be mad at me either way, but I kind of want to get some of this, like these combat cards hatching. I think we're going to go into combat. All right, I asked nice and you didn't listen. Now I'm going to break your bones, presuming you have any. I don't really know how Kredeshi biology works. Okay, so a lot of damage coming out real fast here. Well, we don't really have a lot of technology on this one. We kind of just have to play all of the cards that are in our hand. So do some of that, and then some of this, and none of this stuff is going to do anything special, sadly. Wow, that's a lot of garbage to shuffle into my deck all at once. I definitely think this is RPG time. I have no compunctions about just throwing out the RPGs all the time, and now I'm really wondering if I do in fact just Deep Bog Secret, because the thing is, Hatch 5 is like, it's gonna take us a lot to get through that. I'm gonna do it. This is gonna hurt a little bit. Oh no, my eyes. All my attacks have random targets. Well, that's not so bad. It could have been a lot worse. Let us... Ammo pouch. Very awkward. This really could not have gone worse. Like, I needed to either have the one that lets me gain charge or the one that lets me spend charge so that I could get a good shovel off. As things are, this is really crappy. I guess I'm going to do that. And then we're not going to play the Gunsmoke. We're just going to hold the Gunsmoke. So I guess... yeah, I guess just random target. Okay. The wrong target. That's a real bummer. And then we'll random target this as well. Oh, it goes down at the end of the turn. Never mind. I don't get to pick the targets for anything I do this turn. That debuff's insanely powerful. What the hell? Who said that was okay? All right. What if we put up a Kikashay? I hate this so much. This is so... 7 to 8, your next 7 to 8 cards play have random targets is such an insane debuff. I guess, okay, like it's a lot of incoming damage and I can't rely on my cards doing anything at all. Cool, now my deck is like half tipsy cards. Alright. Yeah, the effects of being in this battle are going to be like a serious long-term problem. It's like at this point our battle deck is so bad. And then I guess we may as well Gunsmoke. Get the one extra action we need. This is a problem. The guy being at 14. Well, I mean, if I do this and then I loaded blast, the dog won't attack him anymore, right? He'll surrender and the dog won't attack him. Unless I hit for 2, in which case everything's ruined. Okay. That was really good. Well, it was pretty good. Really good would have been if I had done enough damage. I guess if I had done even one more point of damage, it would have killed Lily, so... and of course, I become fatigued, so I cannot level up my other thing. So yeah, that battle was absurdly difficult relative to what the star levels claimed, and on top of that, it ruined my deck for the rest of the day. Actually, it looks like I got most of the tipsies out. Or maybe all of them. All right, well. Draw 2 cards, gain 2 charge for each attack card drawn is, I think, pretty strong for us. What does Fix do? Whenever this target is hit, you gain 2 defense. At the start of owner's turn, remove all fixed. So you do that, and then you have 2 more actions. Like, effectively, this gains you 4 defense most of the time. That seems like a pretty bad card, actually. All right, cool. Now go back in time and ease up on me. Yeah, that really hurt. And, like, did significant damage to my pet, too. It took half of my pet's health. So we're, like, extremely likely to lose our pet now. Alright, the quartermaster at the HQ might have some spare cobble dogs you could use. I mean... I lose access to the HQ as soon as she says that, though, because I'm no longer working for her. And also, I already have a dog. I want to just keep this one safe. Maybe we'll go do some talking. Alright, what do you want? You want me to fight somebody. Okay, the Barons want Chake dead, no questions asked. Fine, who is Chake? Civilian heavy laborer. Okay. This is probably a mission that we can resolve through talking by, like, convincing Chake to play dead and then going back and convincing Falemo that we actually did the thing. But just in case that doesn't quite work out, let's eat up. All right. Chake is here hanging out with a whole bunch of people. They're never alone, you know? Spark Barons want you dead, and they hired me to do it. Okay. So this fight's probably even harder. We're gonna try to cheat this one. Here's how it's gonna go. You're gonna leave town and never come back, and then I'm gonna let you live. Not very good at intimidation attempts, sadly. Pretty happy with the results already, honestly. Okay, so that ruins your diplomacy cards. Hey, what a coincidence. We managed to draw our only red card right as this happened. Okay, we don't have a way of rigging or anything. Pretty great news. Let's go trickery. Draw then prepare is something. Do I want to, like, we're not going to get 20 damage out, right? I'm not going to finish the fight this turn. Would I rather just boost it aloof? Yeah, I totally would. That is absolutely better because I have this in my hand. I'll prep this. Hooray. And also, it turns out that we totally did do 20 damage in that round. Alright, Chake dislikes me, but he would have disliked the other thing more. If jargon is prepared, apply one composure to a random friendly argument every time you play a card. I actually really like that, but I don't know that we quite have the deck for it, and I kind of want to just take another blank. I think blank is a really good sort of like backbone card for what this deck is doing. Alright, whatever you say, I'll do it. You'll never see me again. Must have been one hell of a threat I gave him. Alright, now we just gotta go back and lie to Falemo. Which we should have enough resolve to do. Oh, or maybe that one just works. So I am not wild about any of these, honestly. I don't know that we're really in this place. I might like to be, but we're not. This just seems so weak. I guess I'm going to take it. I think it's better than either of the other ones, but it's also not actually good. Urkrow will cook us some noodles, or my dog can get disassembled. All right. Urkrow invited us over to his private residence. All right, well. I am allowed to just give you money right now. I think I'm going to hold off. I don't think I want mixology that badly. Let's go have a look at what's available graft-wise today. Whenever you spend your last charge, draw a card. Yeah, not so good. Okay. Not really awesome stuff. The first time you gamble and get snails, a random card in your hand costs 1 less until the end of your turn, resets at the start of your turn. That is pretty cool. Not for us, but that's a pretty powerful graft in a general sense. Whenever you deal the maximum damage of a card that has a damage range, draw a card is very, very, very good for the concentration deck, which is not quite who we are. I don't think even if we had the money, I don't think I would buy that. So I don't really want any of this stuff very badly. So if we have a bunch of money at the end of the day, we can come back and just remove cards from our deck, probably. You hear a scuffle off the main path. Drawing closer, you see a couple of urchins circle around a prone figure. Zemble is unconscious and will be torn to shreds if you don't intervene. Well, I feel like I should intervene then. Watch what happens next. What sort of option is that? Okay, so, multitudes. If this creature flees, a new one just comes in and takes its place. If you just kill it, not a problem. So, we have to be a little bit careful about how we approach this. I definitely want to play Scatter Phase. I think I am going to Gunsmoke and just sleep it off. Alright, so we had our setup turn, basically. Okay, at the beginning of the turn when I gain charge, this does do damage. That's cool. So obviously, the key here is to get them down to like 9 and then hit them for 9 all at once, right? Which we cannot actually do. If you fail to kill one and it gets away, the next one that comes in has a lower escape threshold, so eventually you will get one. Okay, just until the end of the fight. Not a big deal. So, what I may want to do here is just... I think I'm just going to Deep Bog Secret and hunker down. We're going to let our pet drive one off. But reduce the amount of damage I'm taking. Huh. So we could get 10 if I can hit one softly enough. So, okay, if I shovel you right now, then boosted triggers a guaranteed kill. And then I can attempt. I'm gonna crank and then double time here, and we'll just see what happens. Actually, never mind. I will not double time. I'm just gonna let my pet finish the fight. I wasn't even thinking about what crank was gonna do with the phase buff. That's pretty powerful. Remove composure from opponent argument. Gain dominance equal to composure removed. I do not want this stuff in my deck. Not just for combat reasons, but also because it seems extremely gross. Direct hit's kind of neat. I don't think I'm gonna take any of this stuff though. I don't think it plays particularly well with our strategies. The threat of urchin attack is over. Zemble sits up and rubs her head. What happened? Zemble notices the smoldering remains of an urchin. Well, I chose the wrong place for a nap. Thank you, Grifter, for helping me out. I am likely to accept your gratitude. Do I know your deal? I don't think that's good at all. When our pet hits surrender range, they just run away. Sorry, our robot pet... Does our robot pet have a surrender range? Probably not. It probably just dies. So yeah, like, this is probably pretty bad. But... obviously, being loved by people sometimes has other benefits. You know, she'll be around in the world and she can maybe help us. And 90 shills is not all that much money. I'm going to take her gratitude. 90 shills is not that much money. I bet we will never, ever get use out of that boon. But we're gonna bank on getting some other value there. All right, we've arrived at our drop point, but this time it contains orders. Help an acolyte of Hesh retrieve stolen goods from a spree encampment. We can do that. We've seen missions before. We know how this goes. I probably don't want to eat or anything. No, I think we're fine. Alright. Having your own parish is the closest a common Deltrian can get to nobility. The rules are different in Havaria, but maybe nobody told Delena that. Simply spreading the word of Hesh through the libacious camaraderie of a swill hole. Join me? No. Maybe we should just talk about work? You. I was hoping for someone a little more pious. Well, I could let you work things out with Hesh personally if you prefer. No. Hesh's tentacles writhe in mysterious ways. Perhaps you are a ripple left by his passing. That would be a good thing. Okay. If you have to explain it, maybe it's like it's just not a useful phrase to say to people. So these documents. The Spree have the documents. They stole them, and now they're hiding out in the bog, waiting for things to blow over. And you want me to walk in there guns blazing and get them back. Don't you people have, like, Luminari for this sort of thing? No, I need to keep this quiet. Using the Luminari would invite questions that I do not want to answer. What I want you to do is distract the Spree leader, offer him a score he can't refuse, and take them out of the encampment. I'll sneak in and get the documents while you're out. Then we can meet back up for payment. Okay, well, what score should I offer? I'm an honest grifter, not some bandit. Perish the thought. I've arranged something. A merchant caravan has broken down on one of the bog's back roads. Their cargo will get the Spree's attention. Yeah? What is the cargo exactly? Also, you just happen to know of a caravan that's broken down nearby? That's suspiciously convenient timing. Hesh provides, when properly appeased. And I may have used his tithe money to arrange for some light sabotage. Well, I don't care about the documents, so to the bog it is. Okay. I don't like being down 12 health, but I really don't think it's worth spending money to fix it either. Yeah, it's fine. It's probably fine. You find the bandits where Delena said they would be. Their leader, Ash, hears you approach. Who's there? Well, just a simple grifter. I mean you no harm. How did you even find this place? You know, I heard some big players from Murder Bay were in the bog. My specialty lies in finding things that other people don't know about, and I'm very good at my job. Which is why I sought you out. I have a proposition. Well, we are the big players. You have that part right. All right, spit it out then. But if I don't like what I hear, I'll have you killed where you stand. Okay, that's not great. It does not feel like this is a very smart attack. There's a merchant caravan nearby, transporting bog goods to the gate. It's lightly defended, and it's stuck. We could take it, if we work together. Alright. That's a little bit of a bummer. I would have liked to play clear head, but whatever, we'll be fine. It does not matter at all what we have prepared. If we draw to discard... Yeah, I think that probably makes sense here, right? Because we're looking for something to do with our last action. Pretty big fan of that outcome, actually. Actually, sorry, we should do this first. Fingers crossed. All right. Yeah, this is going all right. We're getting through this pretty quickly. Well, we have no fixing. I guess I'm just gonna go for the face. Oh, we can't even get to 10 damage. Oh no, sorry, I'm gonna flip the coin a bunch. Of course we can. Yeah, it turns out flipping the coin is great. Every time you gamble, reduce the cost of this card by 1 until played. I mean, obviously, this just gets free pretty quickly in our deck, so I am not opposed to it, but I also don't know that it's really worth the slot. Like, it's fine. It's a card that does some damage. Still don't think we want this. All right, we will take a dilemma. Yeah, your offer sounds good. Almost too good. Wait, no, I like good offers. I just remembered, good's a good thing. We hit the caravan and split the loot 80-20. Deal? Of course. Lead the way. Me and my people will follow behind. You do the talking. We'll step in if we need to. All right. You find the caravan. Someone is arguing loudly with a very disgruntled Oshnu. It feels like, oh, that's kind of perfect. Having a chance here to maybe dispose of Lily might work out very well for us. Get moving, you useless pile of ooze. Wait, did you hear that? Who's there? Oh, a grifter. What do you want? Well, I probably don't... We'd probably be okay fighting. Is Lily going to hate me either way? No. The thing is, killing Lily would be pretty great. I'm going to threaten him. It's not so much what I want as what you want. As in, do you want to live? You're surrounded by bandits, friend. As a personal favor, you know, because we like each other so much. I'm giving you one chance to walk away unscathed before my associates pop out of the bog and cut you down. All right. Start with some draw, I guess. Okay. Pretty good card to establish early. And then, sadly, I probably don't want to play the blank. Yeah, I think that was probably the better way to do things. Well, we don't have a very exciting turn here. I very, very much hate this thing. I also hate losing my Fallout. Yeah, I would really like to draw something. Okay. Alright, we do actually have enough money to pay that card off at the very least. Sucks that we have to, though. And we do, in fact, have to. Yeah, because this will go off before the doubt acts. We could try the kickback. Maybe the kickback... You know, it only costs 5 shills. And there's a 50-50 chance it saves us 15. Okay, cool. Still don't want matter of fact. They really, really, really want us to take that. Alright, take it. Take all of it. This job ain't worth dying for. Lily and his entourage scuttle off, and Ash comes out of hiding. You appear to have a way with words, Grifter. Now, let's see what we've got here. Ash spends a long time rustling through the various packs and crates attached to the Oshnu. He does not look pleased with his findings. I thought you said this was going to be a rich haul. Is it not? Most of this stuff is just bog shite, and it's all stamped with the Baron's imprint already. I couldn't sell it if I tried. What kind of scam are you pulling here, Grifter? Now it's just us and Ash, which is maybe a little bit better, but we're going to boss fight pretty soon. I should probably try to preserve my health. We do desperately need to, like, make sure we're leveling up our graphs and stuff, though. We could just fight him. And 4 stars, maybe not. We almost got killed by 2 2-star guys. But that was 2 guys. I'm gonna try it. I think we got a lot of work to do on our combat deck yet. Like to pull that nice and early. And then probably just hunker down. All right, our pet is going to get extremely messed up, and there's not really anything we can do about it. Do I want to... You know what? I'm going to fistful. Okay. In the hopes of drawing some stuff to defend our pet with. Probably doesn't make sense for me to spend this so late in the day. Yeah, alright. I guess let's do this first. And just dynamo round? Well, we should probably shovel first, too. It's got the machine dread. Deal 20% less damage, receive 20% more damage is a pretty powerful buff, actually. Or a pretty powerful debuff, rather. You know, we do like our overcharge around here. And I guess, yeah, then I consume a normal charge to kick you extremely hard. I forgot that this was going to make... Doing that was going to make this not cost 0 anymore, even though we have 7 charge, which is more than the 4 that it takes for us to be fully loaded. Because the mechanics are a little bit goofy. It's fine. It all works out in the end. I just had intended... I don't know. That was the right sequencing either way. It was just kind of a weird interaction. Alright. So our pet's going to be in pretty poor shape by the boss fight. I think I'm going to save the RPG. Alright, my pet is kindly going to finish the job for us. How much health does he have? 21, so boosted blowout will extremely kill him. Yeah, I'm just going to let my pet handle this. I do like this quite a bit. It still counts all the overcharge for damage. Like, that seems like a very good upgrade. And applying Scorched I don't think is very valuable for us. We don't really have a lot of ways to burn. Mark is a way of gaining charge, and no, I still don't think that's worth taking. I'll never trust a grifter again. Oh, you should thank me for teaching you such a valuable lesson. You leave before any of Ash's friends can arrive. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. You find Delena waiting for you. Did you get the documents? I did, thank you. I hope Ash wasn't too much trouble. No big deal. Ash and I came to terms. Terms? Do you mean... No, I don't want to know the details. Here's your payment. Is it a lot? It's okay, it's kind of a lot, and it's also a graft. At the start of each battle, gain 2 charge is kind of fun. At the start of each turn, apply 2 mark to a random enemy. So this is going to give us the opportunity to gain a lot of charge over the course of the battle. Like, we will be constantly gaining charge. I think that is a real winner. My poor Autodog is definitely going to die. Alright, Fleckfist has emerged from the back of the bar. Grifter, over here. I have a task for you. Last I checked, my employer is Kalandra, not you. And last I checked, folks say you've been working with the Barons between jobs for Kalandra. Now, Kalandra is very busy, so I doubt she's heard the same rumors that I have. Yet. Fine, what is it you want? I need a mess cleaned up. We bought some fleet eggs from the spree in Murder Bay. The plan was to slow down the Baron dig sites with the bugs. Treat the workers right, the bugs don't show up, and the quotas get filled. You willingly introduced fleets to the bog. Well, it turns out one of those eggs was a queen. It's an honest mistake. But now I need it dead before the Barons find it. They'll call in the big guns if they need to deal with it, and I don't want to face those big guns afterward. Yeah, you have definitely screwed this up in a very serious way. Suppose I don't have much choice in the matter, do I? Ha! You know the score. There's some of our brothers and sisters keeping the fleet at bay at the site. Maybe they'll help you, but probably not. I'll find you when it's over. Okay, we should definitely eat something before we go to fight the fleet. And then do we want to maybe drink with somebody too? We could like try to make friends. Do I know your deal? I don't. You have an anchor. Huh. I'm gonna go ahead and drink with you a bit. We'll get in really good shape before this boss fight. Grants voice of the people. Oh, that's a good one. Can be difficult to defend, but we do have some decent defense cards still in our deck. I am gonna take that. It'll help us out with the negotiation that's upcoming here. Okay. Now there is a bunch of garbage in my deck, and we're gonna have to cope with that, but a lone Jake confronts you. Back me up and I'll pay. Back you up with what? You'll see. The Jake exhales and steps behind you. Before you can question her further, you are joined by the Rise. There she is. Oh hey, it's Kurgian again. You and I keep running into each other. Out of the way, Grifter. We have business to discuss with that Jake. Convince Juke to pay Kurgian back. Convince Kurgian to back off. Just do violence. Juke will hate you. You know what? I'm gonna just back him down. We have not had a great time with him so far. My immediate inclination is to be against him in any engagement. Now, beating up your supplier sounds like a good way to find yourself without supplies. I do so hate arguing against him, though. I forgot about that part. Well... I guess we just want to gamble twice, right? And then I'm gonna go ahead and destroy the slurred speech, probably. You know, it's not really doing that much. Ignore that. Disregard. Even more expensive than usual, if you can believe it. Then we level this up. And I guess there's no reason to play this. Nothing's dying this turn anyway. Slowly but surely, we're working on it. So yeah, we can afford to do this, and then this. That'll make Dilemma free. We play Dilemma, and then we gamble. So start driving the cost of Dilemma down again immediately. Because we could draw it right here. Okay, easy enough. Yeah, let's just finish this off. Dilemma's pretty solid for us. More damage, yeah. We don't need to lower the cost. Okay, so obviously this is the better version of it if you are actually routinely getting your influence. At the moment, we're not, so I'm gonna do that and maybe get rid of weight. Maybe it may be time to just admit that we're never going to have influence. Oh, hey. And you know, influence doesn't go away. Like a single source of it in the deck could potentially keep it alive for a long time. Maybe we are being a bit hasty. Let's meet back at the market. We can discuss a discount on your next shipment. Agreed. But this shipment better work. The rise melts back into the bog. Thanks for that. Some people take business transactions too personally. Now, as for payment. Okay, a discount from shopkeepers. Cool. Also 50 shills. But I could get 100 shills. And it doesn't say she'll dislike us afterward. I'm gonna go for it. I saved your life, friend. Don't be so stingy. And she's immediately going after the voice of the people. Can you imagine such a thing? So I definitely want to draw a card here. Did not get any of the kinds of things we were looking for. Let's rig and prep and... Okay. Turns out we had the voice of the people for exactly as long as we needed. And nothing here. Nothing here that needs XP or anything. Got one step closer to hatching. Yeah, okay. That's probably enough. Yeah, all right, you earned it. Have 100 shells. All right, that's more like it. And then and she's fine with that. She didn't consider that to be like a disqualifying event or anything. Okay, let's go hunt some bugs. You find some Rise members guarding the entrance to a small cave. Unsettling noises occasionally rise up from its mouth, to which the Rise responds by blindly firing shots into the darkness. Hey, are you the relief? Oh, Ash, am I glad to see you. We're running low on ammo. The thing down there is just getting angrier. Yeah, I'm going to take down that queen. I, however, need some backup. Whoa, now, we didn't sign up for that. Okay, so we play the receive support card to end the thing, giving ourselves a little bit of tinnitus. When this card is drawn, deal 2 damage to a random friendly argument. Okay, well, it's not ideal. Wow, that slurred speech. That is not going anywhere. I think it is probably a good idea to gain some influence. We do not have a good way of dealing with that. All right. Blockade me. So we just need to burn through a couple of these. I guess I can just play the dogged. I'll prepare this. Okay, that's what I was waiting for. I think let's just go ahead and flip the coin, right? So unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to get through everything here. Let's lead with draw a card, I guess. Not a very compelling card. We don't have any rigs, but I'm gonna try to cover this. Because like the other thing we could do obviously is we could just blank this thing and then pull the ripcord. Otherwise we have to wait until we're through our deck another time potentially. I think we're gonna get it. We'll be fine. Look at all the doubt we have built up. Okay. Okay, apply composure, definitely welcome. And I guess we're done. It's not really a point in doing anything, but also there's no point in not doing anything. Alright, so now I just need to draw that card again. Let's go Promoted Trickery looking for card draw. Also, let me just do some stuff to get some cards out of my hand. Okay, I did not miss it. So probably next turn it looks like. And we have in our hand no way of generating what do you call it? No way of generating resolve. So I guess we're gonna take a little bit of damage here. It's fine. Play clear head, prep, whatever. Can't play blank because I don't have a target. I guess we're done. Okay, there we go. Oh, we're not exhausted yet. Oh, but I can't play this. It doesn't have a target. Okay. I'll need all the help I can get, which turns out to be all of the help that you have. Ooh, I actually like Head Turner quite a bit. Fine, I could spare some fighters, but I'm not going down there. No, that's fine. You signal to the volunteers and head into the cave. You have to imagine, talking him down into the cave himself probably has a much higher resolve target. You follow the low guttural sounds deep into the cave. Turning a corner, you find yourself in the Queen's brood chamber. Hundreds of hungry eyes snap to attention as the Queen rises on impossibly small wings to meet you. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, Yes, my dog can sit out the fight at first. Excellent news. So, I feel like it would probably be a good idea to hatch our Deep Bog secret. So whenever all defense is broken, remove 1 level of chitinous. It's gonna take some hacking here. All right, Bog Doom doubles the target's panic meter. Obviously not super relevant here, but that'll be a good card later sometimes. I do like this though. And then this is it's a lot of damage. I could just total focus. Obviously the overcharge is nice, but we're doing an okay job generating charge by ourselves at this point. I'm gonna just get real tough here. I'm gonna 23 defense my way through this 23 damage. Okay, we're gonna save the RPG, because obviously during later phases of the fight there will be more enemies. I may as well shovel now. There we go, there's a stack of chitinous. 1 down. What did you do? Okay. Nothing, effectively. Well, So when these things die, they give us these stingers, which let us break through the chitin a lot more easily. Also, lots of free stacks of impair, which I'm sure I've pointed out many times. I'm a big fan of. I think I'm going to Searing Bullet the Fleet Queen. Because, you want to get those wounds stacked up. So our chitin's already going to get broken. I guess I should just cooperate with somebody. Here, let's get to work on this one. And I guess I'll hunker down. Do I want to just take the Tipsy out? We're probably going to go through our deck a bunch more times here. It's probably best to just get the Tipsy out. Alright, do not hit the queen this turn. Scatter phase, a little scary with the with the counter up. We'll be okay. So, first of all, 6 damage is not actually enough to kill you. That's a real shame. Put it on you. I'm gonna double time you. And we're just gonna hold the tiny stinger. Yeah, it is sticky. Okay. For a turn when there's not so much counter out there. Aw, look at his tiny little fangs. Look at his tiny, terrifying fangs. Okay, I guess first things first, let's just go ahead and land the stinger. Let's get that stack of chitinous out of here. You need a little bit of a push. Alright, so we're gonna just shovel this thing hard enough to also kill the other thing, probably. I guess I don't control where the ricochet goes. I went to the boss instead. Well, whatever. The other thing's dead anyway. But I was figuring we could redirect that attack. Ooh, defect. Yep, that's a lot of larvae. Well, definitely a good time for you to have impair. I'm gonna lose all my concentration, right? Yeah, if we get hit 3 times, I'll technically still have some left, but it will not be good. Let's open the ammo pouch. Gain 2 overcharge is actually pretty great here. Should we just go for the face? I mean, you don't have that much health left. I kind of think we just go for the face. Now, if I do this, I will lose probably 4. I'm going to assume it rounds up. But if I do this, there's 5 wounds on you. I want to get the wounds up. Alright, this is going to hurt a little bit. Okay, so if we do any damage at all, aha! This is the perfect moment for the RPG. Do I want to apply Kikashe first? No, probably not. So I don't know that I actually want to play the Kikashe. So we definitely tiny stinger just for, yeah, free damage. And then free damage. And then we do some of that free damage. Yeah, I'm still getting XP, so I definitely want to do this. And then anybody who wants to, like, actually hit the boss, just feel free to... All of my allies are easily distracted, it turns out. That's right, yeah, basically any attack allows me to We don't have to get fancy. I was thinking like we could get any attack off, get a stinger, and then just sting the boss and then get the kill. But actually, what we could do instead is there a way I can take one of these stingers with me? I'm not taking a lot of damage here. I don't want my pet to get hit again. I hate the fact that this is 1 to 10. It's so hard to tell. So what I'm thinking is we shoot you, get the stinger just to have it in our deck for later, and then Bog Doom plus fully charged is very likely but not guaranteed to kill the boss. But I wanted to make sure the job got done. Oh, right, sorry. I'm calculating the damage as though the wounds do not exist. Okay, so get ourselves a giant stinger, which obviously is a very powerful card. Leveling up all kinds of stuff. Please give me additional charge. I think I do like the increased damage. This kick is, yep, out of my deck. That's wonderful. That's the best thing a kick can possibly be. Deal 1 to 4 damage. Gamble once per resolve lost. Each time you play a card, gamble and reduce the vanish count by 1. Yo, this seems like really good. Like really good for our deck. Every time you play it, it is 4 gambles. I don't think I've ever seen that card before. It might have been a more recent unlock. Whenever you spend overcharge, draw a card. Interesting. I don't know, honestly, whether I think that's worth 2 actions in the middle of a battle. I mean, it's interesting, but we're rarely, like, our problem is rarely a paucity of cards, right? I'm gonna just decline. I don't actually think I want that card. The Fleet Queen collapses in a pile of chitin and ichor. The stench of it all chases you out of the cave. Drabbit does a quick head count as your party emerges. Satisfied with the result, he nods to you because he does not consider the Autodog to be a person. So it's dead then. It is, and all of your people have been returned to you in one piece. Again, for a certain definition of people. Good work, Grifter. I was right to bet on you. Fleckfist arrives on the scene. It's dead? Yeah, it is. And you are not. That is good, I guess. But if I find out that you are working with the Barons, I will gut you myself. Yeah, cool, charming. I forget my manners. You helped me help the Rise, so I owe you something. Here, take this. It's a graft, hooray! Yeah, I'll take a quick charger over the red bandana. I think this is a pretty obvious move. Spare magazines only okay as well. This is 2 damage less frequently than this is 2 damage. But when this goes off, you do get it for an entire turn, whereas this is only affecting usually 1 attack per turn. I'm going to do this. Quick Charger's very good. That's surprisingly generous of you, Fleckfist. Are you warming up to me? Don't make me tear it out of you again. Fleckfist leaves, leaving the rest of the Rise to clean up the mess. Okay, so I have $336 here. There are definitely still some cards I would like to pull. First of all, it would be great if we could just drop this blast. It's just nothing. And then what do you have? What all do you have here? Insert 3 affliction cards into your draw pile. When drawn, apply a random debuff to a random enemy. Huh. How is that? It's a weird psionic storm. Yeah, I guess I don't really want any of this stuff. I do love the art on Tantrum, though. We could remove a negotiation card from our deck. I kind of think Mirrored Grumble is just not good. Tinnitus has Hatch 4 still. Yeah. At least the other red card has Gamble on it, right? And then we'll just go into the next day with a little bit of money to work with. Probably a good idea, actually. Alright. I think that was a very successful day. We managed to hatch that deep bog secret. I was kind of hoping it would turn into a different thing. There's another card that can come out of that I sure like a lot better. But it turned into an okay thing. And then we're working hard on the other the other hatches. Some of the stuff that can hatch out of Rook's cards is very, very powerful. All right, I think that is going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. You know, it says right on the screen, end of day. It's perfect. When you come back next time tomorrow, things are going to get a little bit more difficult, a little bit more complicated here, but I am confident that we have managed to put ourselves in a position to handle it. And we'll see you then.